pretty safe to say that the world has changed quite a bit over the last few years. CVIDI came along and kind of upended everything that we were used to. It's changed how we go to school, how we learn, how we interact with others, and in a really big way, it's changed how we work. Sugatan is at the extreme end of that spectrum. We are a 100% remote digital agency. So how do we manage over 60 employees, over $60 million in total ad spend, and many different time zones and countries? I'm going to show you today 5 apps that we use every single day to make remote work just a little bit easier. In fact, a lot easier. In fact, possible at all. First, let's get the obvious ones out of the way. Zoom. Everyone knows it. If you don't know it, you have probably recently been bored. Zoom is a cloud-based video conferencing software that allows you to meet face-to-face from anywhere in the world. We use Zoom every day for internal meetings, for recording training videos, speaking to potential clients, speaking to potential staff members, and even for recording YouTube videos like our podcast and our almost weekly show. We can screen share if we're collaborating on something or discussing something or analyzing something. We can have our video on, like for recording YouTube videos, or for having our video off, because we are a remote agency and more often than not people look quite scary in the morning on a meeting. So the options to have your camera off is always nice. And you can do pointless things like change your background to palm trees. Next up, we have Slack. Slack is pretty much at the center of all of our communication. We can speak to our team leaders and we can speak to our colleagues instantly. It's like if Discord and iMessage did the nasty. That's what would come out. And it's a really cool app that allows integration of so many different things. You can integrate Google Drive to send files. You can integrate Google Calendar so you never miss a meeting. It's never stopped me from missing meetings, but you know, it's a thought that counts. And basically it just makes communication really easy, much easier than email, and it brings everyone together onto one messaging platform. I was trying to change locations for each one of these, but in this tiny Airbnb I have actually run out of locations, so Zoho Vault. Each team needs access to countless apps, softwares, websites, accounts, you name it. And it would be a pain in the butt to try work out who created each account, go beg them for the password and the email, and then it doesn't work and you have to be like, no, that's the wrong password, and they're like, oh sorry, I made a typo and it's meant to be a capital C, and then you're like, okay, and then you sign in and then it needs verification. Some accounts have even been created by people who have since left the company. So to avoid feeling like you're still using your ex's Netflix account, we have Zoho Vault. Zoho Vault basically stores all of our login details for everything that we use in the company, for the YouTube channel, social media, for stock image websites, anything you may need, it's on Zoho Vault, and it integrates with Chrome and Safari, so whenever you need it, you just open the plugin, copy the password and email, and done. Okay, so I've resorted to holding the camera because angles. Next up, we have Miro. Miro is basically a giant digital whiteboard that everyone can work on at the exact same time. You can visually and real time collaborate, mind map, and plan projects. And in the marketing team, we use it to plan content, hypothesize the results, lay out KPIs to track, and then track whether we actually hit those results or not. So this was on a Miro board, and that was a Slack message. So this video was already hypothesized weeks ago. So me talking to the camera to you is basically me talking to me. We're in the Miro tricks. Okay, lastly we have Asana. Asana is literally the driving force behind everything that happens here at Sugatan. Asana is a cloud-based task management software on which you can create projects, tasks, subtasks to your subtasks, and submit work. Every single task that happens in Sugatan is assigned, completed, and delivered using Asana. We even use it to onboard and train new staff members. And we actually even use Asana for new client applications. So literally everything in Sugatan is run with Asana. And that's how it's done. That is how a completely remote team of 60 plus people can scale businesses, spend over $60 million on Facebook ads, and create great content like the YouTube video you're watching now. And I'm not biased because we hypothesized this on Miro. It's facts. Let us know in the comments if you have any other tools that you use at your company to make remote work just a little bit easier. If you did enjoy the video, please remember to leave a thumbs up. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside when people like the video, and it stops me from getting fired. I'm just kidding, I won't get fired, but like the video. And if you want to be part of my Miro board, be sure to subscribe, because if you did subscribe, you were hypothesized. Welcome to the Miro tricks.